How's it going today, guys? So today we're going to be talking about how to make high-risk bets. Now, I know the title says high-risk investments, but I do not call things like this investments. This is a form of speculation, and if you're somebody who has read the book The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham, then you know there is a big difference between investments and speculation. So I'm going to show you guys how you should actually make speculations or bets if you insist on doing this. Now, in my most recent video, we talked about how if you make high-risk investments and you're wrong, how you need a crazy return to dig yourself out of that hole. And so if you are somebody who really wants to make a high-risk bet on something, you want to speculate, I want to show you how you should actually do this. And we're going to be following the cardinal rule by Benjamin Graham, which is to speculate with no more than 5% of your portfolio. And I know that sounds boring, I know that sounds conservative, but I want to show you guys why this is with two examples here, okay? So first of all, example number one, this is how you speculate the right way following Benjamin Graham's cardinal rule of speculating with no more than 5% of your portfolio. So let's say you had $1,000 to invest and you wanted to put $950 into a conservative investment. You said, okay, I'll put $950 or 95% of my money into the Vanguard 500 ETF. But let's say you have a hunch about Westmoreland Coal. You have a feeling this stock is going to do fantastic in the future because your friend called you up and said that this stock is heading to the moon. This is a stock that was around $40 a share back in 2014, and 1 year ago it was around $13. So this is looking at a 1 year return here from these two investments. So you think you might be right, so you decide to speculate with 5% or $50, and you put $50 into Westmoreland Coal. So 1 year later, your $950 investment in the Vanguard 500 fund has grown into $1,071.02, meaning you had a 12.8% return from that investment. Now, your speculation, on the other hand, thinking that Westmoreland Coal was going to do very well over the next year, well, you were completely wrong. You couldn't be more wrong because your $50 investment is now worth $1.84 as this stock fell 96.3% over the last year. So yes, that sucks. You were very wrong about that. You lost 96% of your money invested in that, but you lost 96% of 5% of your money. So what does that actually mean? That means that your $1,000 portfolio here is now worth $1,072.86. So despite the fact that you were dead wrong about your hunch on Westmoreland Coal, you still had 95% of your money in a lower risk investment type strategy, and as a result, that offset that loss. So you actually had a 7.3% return from this portfolio, despite the fact that you lost 96% of your money invested in Westmoreland Coal. So that is how you speculate the right way. You put 95% of your money into sound investments and you speculate with 5%. If you're wrong, it's not going to kill you. Now here's how you do it the wrong way. Let's say on the other hand you said, no, I'm absolutely certain that Westmoreland Coal is going to go back to $40 a share like it did in its heyday, and you put all of your money into this. So if you put $1,000 into Westmoreland Coal, that $1,000 investment is now worth $37 because you lost 96.3%. I don't know what somebody in this situation would do if you turned $1,000 into 37. If you watch my last video, you know you would need some kind of insane return of over 2,000% to dig yourself out of that hole. But I wanted to show you guys a visual example of how you should speculate. You speculate with 5% of your portfolio if you insist on doing this. And guys, there's absolutely no reason out there to speculate unless you have the desire to do so. If you have the desire to gamble, I would recommend keeping that in the casino, keeping it out of your investment portfolio. But if you absolutely insist on taking speculations, do it with 5% of your portfolio. That way you're not going to completely bury yourself if you take a massive loss on that investment. But I thought showing you guys the numbers would help you understand why this 5% rule is such a good rule to follow. Anyways, guys, that is all I got for this video. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to be notified of any future uploads. And as always, I thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you are interested in learning more about investing in the stock market, I've created a free course just for you. The link is in the description below. Here are a few other videos you might enjoy as well.